This is for Joe Biden and Donald Trump and the Justice Department. I'm on this app and people laughing, and I made myself very clear on the subject that I talk about. I won't be taking no laughing and no taunting in this situation. This is a serious matter. So the main business, I filed a civil suit on you, the Justice Department, and other people that's involved. When we got people that's putting politics and community, you and Obama and them, putting people first, you know the problem with disability and you still acted with the people, but you didn't act on the faith of God and the spirit of knowing the behavior of others. The betrayal of God to understand that it's selfish. To put those barriers before any of those things. You abuse your power. You and the senators and them. You lied with them and you allowed Social Security. You played the part with communities. You needed their vote, but you didn't need God and Jesus' vote. You didn't need the Spirit of God and Jesus' vote to understand it. And that's the consequences of understanding of the Spirit right. You allow that courtroom to do something they was not supposed to do. You allow they know who they are. You allowed, and the bird's talking to me right now, you allowed them to do something they was not supposed to do. And the concept of what I'm talking, everybody laughing. I want to see some smiles. I know emo over here. And I told people like you, I'm taking names here. I'm taking names. The concept of our enemy. Joe Biden and Obama, you say you my brother's keeper. But why my brother's keeper take their side when you go against God and you look at the statistic of how many people that don't participate with disability. And I got a new thing for you. That since you want to play by their rules, God and Jesus got a new thing for you. And that starts sanctuary American businesses. And that money goes to disability and it goes to Social Security workers' pay raise. Let's talk about it. That participation and you got the nerve. Let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this. A person want to run their mouth, but let's talk. You stole and you stealing. Let me tell you what you're doing right now. You're participating in racial behavior by stealing. You're participating, Joe Biden and Obama. How you like it that you're participating in it? That's the difference of a government. They say they for God, but you play off of people's belief system. That's the difference between those things. But God see right through that when you play and you take their side. God didn't need numbers. That's the difference between you to make a decision about the spiritual behavior of others. You took in their side. And God said you must have a consequences for. I'm sorry, President. I'm sorry that I'm stepping a little overbound in the conversation here and not being respectful. I'm very sorry, Joe Biden. You're the President of the United States, but I'm sorry. I got to tell it how it is. And I hope you hear me. I have to tell it how it is. I'm sorry that I'm talking to you like this. You're the president. So I really apologize for that. But God is asking me to speak about something that needs to be addressed. God and Jesus know all the power that you hold. He knows that. He knows the power that you hold. The Spirit of God knows. You're not going to get God in Jesus' body. You're going to get the Spirit of Him. And that's what you need to understand and what we're talking about here. You're not going to, wherever you at, you will find His Spirit in unusual places. He hears millions of souls. And you need to understand those things and those confirmation things of those situations. But God said we got to tell the truth how it is. And you know what you're doing is wrong. You want, and I'm going to make it very clear, you want people to stick by the rules, so they have to stick by rules. Let's hire new government agents for the RIS. Let's play this game. We're going to hire new RIS workers to go over how many people in every business got disability. And if they don't, they will be sanctuary. Let's play this game the way you want to play it. If the American people is going to play this, how they going to play it? I say, Walmart, we got a chance to change it. The contract already signed. What you want to be a part of change by you doing something, Dilman Miller and all the rest of y'all. We are going to be going to school seminars, all of us together. We are going to be participating. We are going to be getting with J-Lo, P. Diddy, Lil Wayne, and we are going to find a way to keep things a structure and make it. This is going to be the biggest change that they can't even understand. I asked Walmart, do you want this or do we want? God said, do you want to be a part of change? Do you want to let me in? Or are you going to deny God and Jesus? You never denied me because people think you denied me. You told me good luck on my next job interview, right? Come on, Walmart. That was just the corporate office. You see, when they was lying in 29960 and they was doing me wrong, I talked to the career management of Walmart. And you know what she said when I called her? That's the positive to me. Remember her in 2009. You know what she said? You do deserve to move up in the company. And this was before even Doug Miller and everybody even said something. This was before those things. You do deserve to be rewarded. What that career manager said at Wall, that she's a very respectful lady, and thank her. Everybody's not bad, guys. I talked to Grizz. Grizz took me everybody's not. T.I. can talk about, and when you step out your door, I have met good people. And just because you're not willing to see, you living in one state, and you're not willing to see others, and all you did has been in music and street all your life, but you haven't been around the good people. Grizz, the co-manager Chris, he told me one time I missed the guy. He left. I saw his facial expression when he left, and he just looked disturbed. And he really. But the last time he told me before he left, he was acting up. But when I saw him walking out the door, my last memory of him, his facial expression wasn't right. But you know what he said to me when I saw him? The last time I saw Chris, the co-manager, and I miss him to death, he left at 299. Hubert, I get you to do the job because I believe in you. That's what he told me when he asked me to do stuff in the meat department. That's somebody believing in you and have faith in you. We can't worry about that. Somebody that's believing. And he told me this at 2996. He told me this. And he got me to work in the meat department. He got me to do other things. I was cutting up meat, cutting up bad stuff and throwing it and putting it in the... He got me to do stuff that he know I can get the job done. When your co-manager know that you can get the job done, and I hear him and I remember the words that he said, that's positivity. That's the understanding of the positivity of leadership. Everybody's not a bad person. We gotta J-Lo asked me if do you want at your party after you become a woman. I would like a registered person at 1216. He's a great guy. And every time the way he's a cashier. And every time, you know what he'd tell me when Charles being negative and the rest of them, you know what he'd tell me? He would tell me, Hubert, you're going to get your chance. You're going to get your chance. Every day he came to work. And it's kind of hard last time when I was in there in 2019 and 20, because we ain't back in the work flow with each other. It's kind of hard us to just communicate with each other. And we've been away from each other. And the conversation, he got quiet because the conversation, we've been away from each other for a while. So, and when I walked in there and I'm passing on aisle, it's kind of hard for us to keep a conversation when we've been away from each other for a while and we have not been communicating and interacting with each other as work colleagues. So when a conversation, he talked a little bit, it got kind of weird because we so used to just talking about the conversation as a cashier. He's a black guy, he's a really cool cashier. And I don't know why he just is a cashier, why he don't do other things in the business. I don't know why he just a cashier, and I hope he tell him he deserves everything that he's coming to him. But He believed in me, man. Grizz took me to the store across the street, said Hubert. And he go, and Charles didn't like that. He took me to Home Depot. He started taking me to other stores. Went to NASCAR. I was very shy. Went to NASCAR. We went to things. And we did stuff. He would take me to the office. I got a 12 as a building. We go to building stuff. And I'm going talking to the workers, the female people across the street from 1216. And we having a great conversation as a building, a Walmart building. And we all up men, ladies, and everybody having a great conversation. And that's what we